Alright, let's talk about one of the most awkward, hilarious, and slightly terrifying moments you'll face as a wedding DJ. When a guest walks up to you, leans in, and requests a song that would make grandma spontaneously combust. Yeah, that moment. You're standing there in your nice suit, trying to keep things classy, and someone's like, "Hey bro, can you play the uncensored version?" "Oh, can I? Should I? Will I still get a tip at the end of the night if I do?" Let's talk about it. Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Here's what we're getting into today. We're talking about how to handle those questionable song requests at weddings. You know, the ones where your brain immediately goes, yeah, that's probably not appropriate right now. And listen, this is something every DJ deals with, especially once the party starts picking up and people get a little more confident. Put it that way. The tricky part is this. You want to keep your guests happy, you want to keep the dance floor going, but you also don't want to completely derail the vibe, or worse, upset the couple. Before I get into it, if you're new here, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications so you never miss the great content I put out on my channel every week. My content is designed to help the new DJ who is just entering the industry, as well as maybe some established DJs who might just need some helpful advice from time to time. Here's the truth. You are not the DJ at a nightclub. You are not at a bar. You are not at a college party where chaos is expected and encouraged.
Professor Chaos!
You are at a wedding, which means grandma is there, the flower girl is there, the bride's conservative uncle is definitely there, and someone's mom is probably already judging you for something. So when someone requests a song with, let's just say, enthusiastic language, you've got to think bigger than just the dance floor. You're managing a mixed audience. Let's break down the people who make these types of requests, because they're usually always the same. Type number one, they don't even realize it's explicit person. They're like, "Can you play that song? It's so fun." Meanwhile, the chorus is just profanity on loop. They're innocent, they don't know. We forgive them. Type number two, "I don't care, let's turn up" person. This person definitely wants chaos. They want the dance floor to feel like a Vegas nightclub at 2 a.m. At a wedding in a small town at 6:30 p.m. right after the salad has been served? Relax, Chad. Type number three, the testing you person. This is the drunk groomsman who wants to see what you'll do. He'll lean in and act as if it's like a secret mission. Play the dirty version, like you're about to break the law or something. Alright, here's the part that separates amateurs from the pros. Rule number one, the couple comes first. Always. Before the event, you should already know. Are they okay with explicit music? Do they want clean versions only? Are there any do not play songs? If you don't know this, that's on you. This is part of your preparation, because in the moment, you don't want to be guessing. Rule number two, always, always, always just default to clean versions. If you're ever unsure, you play the clean version. No one will ever come up to you and say, "Hey man, that song was just way too appropriate." Rule number three, blame the couple, professionally. This is some of your greatest DJ superpowers. When someone requests something wild, you smile and say, "Hey, I'd love to, but the couple asked me to keep it clean tonight." Boom. Now you're not the bad guy, you're just the messenger. Rule number four, read the room. Now, let's be honest, not every wedding is going to be the same. Some weddings, at 10 p.m., grandma is on the dance floor doing things that will never be spoken of again. And at that point, you might have a little more flexibility. But early in the night, cocktail hour, dinner, first dance just ended, absolutely not. Do not drop a lyrical grenade into that environment. Now, let's flip the script a little bit and talk a little bit about clean versions for a minute. Because sometimes, the clean version is doing a lot of work. You ever play a clean version and it sounds like half the words are missing, there's random silence, the song sounds like it's buffering, and at that point you have to ask yourself, is this even worth playing? Sometimes the better move is to pivot to a different song with the same vibe. Same energy, less HR violations. Here's a secret pro move. When someone requests something explicit, you don't just say no, you redirect. Here's an example. A guest walks up and says, "Hey, play the dirty version of the song." You can then say, hey, I've got a clean version that hits the same, or I can play something similar that'll keep the energy up. What do you think? Now, you're still helpful, still engaged, not killing the vibe, and not risking your reputation. Because, guys, remember, you're not just playing music, you're protecting the experience. Let's get into the bigger picture now. Here's what newer DJs don't always realize. One bad song choice, one awkward moment, one grandma walking off the dance floor in horror, that's what people remember. Not the 50 great songs you played before that. Just the one that made things really weird. Your job is to avoid the weird. So next time someone comes up to you and says, yo, play the explicit version, just remember, you're not a jukebox, you're not their personal DJ, and you are definitely not trying to get fired mid-reception. Always stay professional, stay aware, and for the love of all things holy, protect grandma at all costs. If you've ever had a wild song request at a wedding, drop it in the comments. I want to hear the craziest ones. And if you're a newer DJ trying to figure out how to handle these real-world situations without panicking behind the booth, make sure you subscribe, because this is the stuff nobody teaches you until it really happens. As I say at the end of all my videos, a day without dancing is a day wasted. Be a great DJ, be an even better human, and I'll see you guys in the next one.